And once we have created a string and initialized it, we're going to be able to call methods from the string class. And you can try this in NetBeans. Take, let's say you have a string called name in your program, and then you can say name dot. You're going to get a list of possible methods that you can call. There's a method called length, and from the name you can tell that it calculates the length of that string or the number of characters in the string. So let's say we have this string sentence, programming with Java. And now if I call sentence.length, what do you expect that value would be? So in NetBeans, whenever you have a string, you could type the name of that variable, in this case sentence, dot, and you will get a list of possible string methods. Here we have the method length. And if you read the description, it says it returns the length of this string. And the type of that value is int. So we can store it in a variable of type int. We have other methods. For example, we have the method car at. If you read the description, it says returns the car value at the specified index. The specified index, which is a parameter in that method. So this is a method that takes a parameter. When you call car at, you have to give it a value here, a number. For example, if you remember, we spoke about the index. The index in a string is a number that starts from 0. So if we say car at 0, what do you expect we will get? This method returns a character. So the result of that method can be stored in a variable of type car. So we can say car c equals sentence.car at 0. What we're saying here, what is the character at index 0? That character is going to be returned and stored in C. So now if I try to output this, see, I got P. Now if instead I gave it the index 1, I got R. Let's give it index 5. We got A. This character is at index 5 because we start from 0, and so on. So if you want to get the first character of a string, you use the expression sentence.car at 0. Let's say you want the last character of that string. How would you find out? Okay, remember here we have this variable L, which has, right now at this point in the program, it has the length of this sentence, the number of characters. Because the index starts from 0, then the last character is going to be at L minus 1, right? The length of that sentence minus 1. Or we could just say right away here, sentence dot length minus 1. So if we try to output this, see, I got A. That's the last character in my string. Let's say I had here an exclamation mark. See, I did not change my program. Let me change the sentence here. Is fun. Because I didn't just put a number here, I used an expression, sentence.length minus 1. So if I changed the sentence, now it's a longer one. Without changing the program, I always get the last character in that sentence. In the next exercise, I would like you to write a Java program that reads your first and last name. So these are inputs, okay, your first and last name. And then output the initials. So suppose the input was John Smith. The output should be J.S. So your program should not have those strings predefined. You should read them using a scanner. And then whatever that input is, you have to extract the first character of the first name and the first character of the last name, and then output it in this format.